check it out. Here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna walk around in the sunshine here in Plano. I'm gonna take you to some different neighborhoods and really just show you what Plano is all about. So if that's what you're looking for, then stay tuned because we're getting into it right now. Hey ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, I want to welcome you to the community. And hey, if you're looking for the most thorough deep dive into all things Dallas, Texas, well, this is the channel that helps you do that. So go ahead and subscribe right now and tap the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on the current market here in Dallas. We drop new videos every single week. My name is Jimmy Webb Jr. I'm a local real estate agent, born and raised here, and we're getting tons of calls and emails every single day from people just like you who are ready to make a move here in Dallas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking about buying or selling here in Dallas, then we got to talk. So reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight on a Zoom with us. Whatever is easiest for you. We're happy to help you make a smooth move here in Dallas or in Plano. Like I'm here today. This is the Arbor Hills Nature Preserve. It took about this is a half-mile hike to get to this particular spot. This is a pretty cool area, you know. Sometimes you got to go the extra mile to get that money shot, right? So hey, what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna take you through some neighborhoods. My goal is to show you what is it really like to live in Plano. What can your dollar get you while you're up here? And so first, let's catch our bearings a little bit. I'll get you a little bit of an introduction. So location, we're about 30 minutes north of downtown Dallas, about 25 minutes away from DFW Airport. A little beyond that is where in Arlington is where the Cowboys play and the new Texas Rangers Stadium is. But Plano is a very family-oriented suburb. It's a fairly dense suburban feel in here. Population of 290,000. About 60% of people own their homes here in Plano. Median home price is going to be $360,000, but really there's a price point for everybody, and I'll talk about the difference between Plano East, Plano Central, and Plano West as well. Median income here in Plano is around $95,000, but I think the top two reasons that people move here are for the safety and for the education. You know, the schools are top notch across the board. You know, you might already know that if you're watching this. And so what I really want to do is let's hit the streets. Okay, I want to show you what it's like. We'll go through some different neighborhoods at some different price points so you can really start to get a feel for what Plano is really like. So let's cruise, shall we? See you there. All right, welcome to neighborhood number one. This home right here is going for $368,000. 3 beds, 2 baths, 2,100 square foot, which will put you right at $176 a square foot, which when you compare that to some other parts of the country, I mean, listen, your dollar is really gonna be able to stretch, not only here in Plano, but really in all of Dallas as well. Now, you're gonna find a lot of this traditional brick style of home. You know, they painted this one white over here. I'm gonna take you across because they've got the water utility guys working on something over there on the cul-de-sac. That's, you know, again, traditional brick, it's everywhere, right? Hey, one thing you'll notice are these big trees. Plano is pretty well established, so you will have some big trees in your neighborhood, which is always a good thing to have. Hey, one thing I'm noticing is this home on the corner over here does have a driveway, which isn't too common, all right? What's more common is, you know, your garage is gonna be on the back side of your home. So, you know, you've got the good curb appeal on the front, and then you'll have the alleyway that you'll have to take to access your garage on the back side there, right? So, but you know, hey, pretty quiet in here. You know, you can hear the birds chirping over there. But hey, speaking of these neighborhoods, let's talk about the difference between Plano West and Plano East. So there's 3 different high schools. You've got Plano East, Plano Senior, which is the central part, and then you have Plano West as well. And so here's kind of how this works. So everything started really on the east side. So that's where downtown Plano is, the historic district. And so over there, you know, homes are gonna be a little bit older, a little bit more affordable. Not to say that you can't find really nice neighborhoods over there, because you definitely can. But generally speaking, what happens here in Plano is the more that you move west, the higher the price point is going to be, and you know, generally the nicer the homes are going to start to get, right? And so you know, that's just a general kind of what happens here in Plano. You know, but again, hey, one more thing that you'll want to know is you'll definitely want a toll tag when you come here, because you know, you've got the tollway, like I mentioned. As you move west towards that tollway, that one goes north and south. You'll have George Bush on the south side, and then you'll have 121, which is the separator between Plano and Frisco. And so all three of those are tollways, and so it's real simple. You just pick up a toll tag, slap it on your windshield, and what happens is, how it works is, you know, they'll top you up, you know, 40 bucks at a time, and whenever your account gets below 10 bucks, that's when they'll top you up. But it's going to be a cheaper rate if you have the toll tag, as opposed to if you didn't and they have to find your address and bill you and all that sort of extra stuff, right? So you'll definitely want a toll tag. And hey, if you like what we're talking about so far, hey, please tap that like button. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And hey, make sure you're subscribed as well. You definitely don't want to miss the next video that we drop. That one's, I've got a ton of insider tips in that one. And then hey, if you have any questions, then let me know, drop them in the comments below. Happy to answer those for you, or you can definitely reach out to us. My contact info is below as well. But that'll do it for this neighborhood. Let's raise up the price point a little bit and head to the next neighborhood. I'll see you there. All right, here we are in neighborhood number 2. This is actually a new construction neighborhood. As you can see, we've got, you know, some homes still being built up over here. But new construction, to be real with you, you're not gonna find a whole lot of new construction here in Plano, but it does exist, like this one here. So this one is going for $675,000, 3 beds, 3.5 baths, 2,800 square feet, which puts you right at $238 per square foot. Okay, this is actually a brand new community that they're doing here. I mean, it's really like finding a needle in a haystack here with this entire community that's being built. It's about 50% done in here, I'd say, so far. But one thing I wanted to mention to you guys here was, let's talk about the job market here in Plano. So, you know, it's gonna be thriving. It's gonna be pretty steady here in Plano. You know, there's a lot of IT jobs. One of my buddies actually works at Cinemark over there right off the tollway, and so he's got an interesting job. So he's Brazilian, he's from Brazil, and he speaks Portuguese. And what he does is, if a Cinemark, or if a screen is having problems in Brazil, he speaks to them and he can help them fix the problem, right? So eu falo pouco de português, mas estou aprendendo, all right? But hey, you'll find a lot of sales opportunities here as well. You know, there's a really cool startup culture here in Plano. You'll find a lot of them, a lot of opportunities here. You know, Dallas is a pretty innovative city, and we do pride ourselves on that. And so you'll find a lot of opportunity here. You'll also have a lot of major headquarters here as well. So like Hewlett Packard, Liberty Mutual, JCPenney has a whole campus up here. JP Morgan as well has a whole campus up here. That's actually where I used to work before I got into real estate. But yeah, I think that gives you a pretty good idea. Here's the end of the street. You got a little cul-de-sac down there, but we'll start heading back this way. And as we do that, I think that'll wrap us up here. And let's bump up the price point a little bit and go to the next neighborhood. I'll see you there. All right, so here we are in neighborhood number 3. This is actually a gated community here. You will find some gated communities sprinkled throughout Plano. They're not terribly popular, but you can find them. Again, it's gonna be dominated by that traditional style, but every now and then, you know, you'll be able to find a unique style. Like here, we've got a little taste of Florida going on. Unfortunately though, the palm trees fell victim to probably the snowpocalypse that we recently had here. No worries though, I'm sure they'll spring back to life here in the summertime. But hey, this one's on the market currently for $825, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, which will put you right at $200 a square foot. we're right here on a cul-de-sac as well. And so again, you know, you'll see traditional brick over there, traditional over there, traditional right here on this side. You know, you'll have, Plano's pretty well established now, so you'll have good trees. You know, you can always kind of tell the age of the neighborhood by the trees, right? And so, you know, a lot of these homes were built in, you know, the 90s, some in the 80s, some in the 2000s as well. But, you know, we're in this neighborhood, we're actually pretty close to Arbor Hills Nature Preserve, which is a pretty cool spot where a lot of people go running. There's some trail running in there. Plano is a pretty active city. You know, they love their pets here in Plano too. So you'll have, you know, you'll have everybody taking their dogs out for the walk. They'll take them out to Arbor Hills and everything. You've also got Oak Point Nature Preserve, more on the east side of Plano though. That is 800 acres. We'll look at it on the map if you want to check out the map tour video there. But there is a ton of stuff to do. That's where they host the Hot Air Balloon Festival, which is, I mean, that is a stunning thing to see if you've never seen that. There's literally dozens and dozens and dozens of hot air balloons that are just floating up in the sky. They do it at night as well, and so it's just beautiful. A beautiful thing to see. You can get in there in the park, and you know, you pay like $10 or something to get right in there where all the festivities are happening. But again, very cool thing to check out if that's something that you're interested in. But hey, this will do it for neighborhood number 3. Let's go now over to the highest priced listing in all of Plano. You ready? I'll see you there. All right, we are now in the Willow Bend neighborhood, which is going to be one of the most prestigious neighborhoods, not only in Plano, but really in all of Dallas as well. And as we approach this listing over here, I'm gonna make you wait just for a moment. But what I'm going to do is I wanna show you some B-roll of the Willow Bend neighborhood here. And as I do that, what I want you to notice and observe are the style of home that's really dominating in here, which is that traditional brick style of home. These are more established homes. This is more of an established neighborhood. And you know, what you're not going to find is some of that modern or modern transitional style of home. The reason I say that is we were working with a client a few months back who wanted to be in Willow Bend, but that's the style that he wanted, right? And so, you know, I told him that's like finding a needle in a haystack in here. And so again, this Willow Bend neighborhood is going to be dominated by that traditional style. And so if you're ready, I'm gonna show you this $4.2 million listing that is on the market right now. 6 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, 4 fireplaces, okay? 5-car garage, 10,000 square feet, which puts you right at $400 per square foot. The reason you're paying a little bit of a premium there is this home sits on 1.3 acres of land as well. So you can get some good land in this Willow Bend area as well. This backs up right to Glen Eagles Country Club, which has some great golf. That's one of the more prestigious country clubs here in the Metroplex as well. So this home also has a guest quarters there, and then the whole house kind of wraps around the pool in the back. So really a beautiful home here with some great curb appeal in a great neighborhood. So let's do this. Let's take you to the next location and we'll do a little recap here on Plano for you. All right, I'll see you there. All right, so let's put a nice little bow on Plano here for you with a little recap. Hanging out at the boardwalk over here at Granite Park, and there's a boardwalk over here that has a ton of restaurants on this side. I just had lunch at Fork and Fire, a pretty good burger, the chef's burger. I'll give it a 7.4 out of 10. Not bad, a little messy, but great views over here with the pond. You can see the fountain behind me. But hey, Plano though is going to have that really family-friendly, family-oriented, feel, a pretty dense suburban feel to it, but it's going to have high livability scores because you're going to have access to, all the grocery stores, the shopping, the restaurants, the parks, and all that sort of thing. I didn't even mention before the shops at Willow Bend. It's a cute little mall over there. I say cute because, you know, it's not Stonebriar or North Park, closer to downtown, but you do have some really cool shops in there. But you also have the shops at Legacy, which I mentioned, and Legacy West as well, which has some great shopping and restaurants on that side as well. But yeah, hey, listen, Plano is gonna have everything that you really need. And so, you know, once you're here, you're pretty centrally located, right? You can get up to Frisco if you want, and, you know, downtown Dallas isn't too far, so you're right here in the middle of all that. So pretty cool place to be. So if this is where you want to be, if this is where you want to live, then you got to reach out to us, you know, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, or jump on our calendar if you want to jump straight on a Zoom with us. Whatever is easiest for you, we've got your back when making a move to Dallas. And hey, if you have any questions, drop those in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you've watched this far, hey, please tap that like button. It would mean the world to us if you did that. Thank you so much. And make sure you subscribe as well. We drop new videos every week. Actually, the next video that I drop, you do not want to miss that next one. I drop a ton of tips inside of that next video, so make sure you check that out. And hey, if you're looking for a specific neighborhood, you know, information on a specific topic or neighborhood, make sure you go to click on our Dallas, Texas Living name below and head to our channel and use the search bar in our channel to search for whatever you're looking for, right? We're gonna have all the neighborhoods covered here over the coming weeks, months, and years. And so definitely utilize that as a resource. And hey, if you know you don't know where to start, then you should see some videos popping up on the end screen right now that can point you in the right direction. So maybe click on one of those and start there. But hey, that'll do it for us on this video. But until next time, I'll see you around town.